Hello, and welcome to Setting Up GitWit from Scratch, Part 2. So right now we're going to be setting up the deployments backend, which is sort of like a platform as a service or an open source Heroku type platform, which is used to host all of the apps made on GitWit. So basically, what we did last time was we set up the backend for the editor at sandbox.gitwit.dev. I also, and this is the editor right here. So we set up the backend server for this. And we also talked a little bit about how to run the front end. The front end runs on Vercel, and the back end is running on a EC2 instance, which we set up here. And now we're going to be working on this deploy feature, which is super cool. And going back to the README, everything above here is the basic setup without deployments. And we are going to be now setting up deployments. Now, a lot of the instructions are on this separate post that I linked to here. The reason for that is that we are using an open source platform called Dokku, and Dokku, is a separate platform from GitWit, and these instructions are basically how to set up Dokku. So we're going to follow these first. We've created a separate domain name, which is gitwit.app. And so Dokku is going to run here, and any user projects can run on whatever project name .gitwit.app, right? So we're going to. So we already have that domain name. I have it here in my Cloudflare, and I'm going to now follow these instructions on this post, and then I'm going to come back and I'm going to set these variables. These environment variables in my existing GitWit deployment setup. So let's start. So yeah, it's an open source version of Heroku, and we're going to go to our AWS control panel and create a new EC2 instance. Okay. So I'm just going to call this GitWit deployments server. Great. Now we should be using Ubuntu 12. Okay. And these are also based off the instructions on Dokku, Dokku.com here, but I've written them in a way which makes more sense for me and is explaining how to do this specifically on AWS. So now we're going to create a new SSH key pair. Okay, so I will call this is my new Dokku server key. Okay, create the key pair. It's downloaded onto my laptop. And going down, I'm going to allow SSH, HTTP, and HTTPS. Okay, GPS, HTTP. Great. For storage, we are eventually going to need quite a bit of storage. I'm not sure I mentioned that here, but basically you need as many storage as many projects the users can run. And Dokku does use Docker, I believe, to build the deployments, and that can use quite a bit of space. So to be very generous, right now I'm just going to say, let's see, let's Google AWS EC2 storage cost. Something like something like 10 cents per gigabyte. Okay, so let's say I have 128 gigabytes. It's going to be $10 a month. Cool. So I'm going to say 128 gigabytes to start out, and then I'm going to carefully monitor that. And if I need to increase the storage, there is a procedure to do that. It takes a few steps to do that, so I'll put the instructions for how to increase the storage also in the description of this video. Cool. And yeah, that's it. So launch this instance. Oh yeah. I launched it as a T2 micro. Let's see. Let's go back to instances. Okay, here. So this one here, I launched it as a micro, right? And what we really want is probably something more powerful than that. It's not going to provide with the RAM necessary to run Dokku. So how do I do that? EC2 instance upgrade type. Okay. Action stop. Okay, you have to stop it and then go to actions. Okay, that makes sense. Here, actions. Stop it. So for you, you would just you're just from the beginning. You would select a larger type. So for me, I'm going to stop it. Manage instant state. Instant state. Stop. Okay. Stop. Great. Now, instant settings. Change instant type. Okay, we'll wait for it to stop. Stopping. And yeah, we're gonna use probably a T2 large, I think, for this. Let's have a look at the types of instances here. There's so many different sizes, right? So here, so some general purpose, right? So these are the different sizes, and the prices will be right here. So number of CPUs, we can either do a large or an extra large. If you do hourly pricing, that is going to cost by the month 66 or 800 a year. Let's do an extra large. So we got the credits, and we really we really don't want to run out of resources on this one. Although we will monitor it carefully as we're moving along. So let's go actions, instance settings, change instance type. Now it's totally possible that we would realize, at some point along the way, that we need a larger one, so we would have to do this anyways. The pricing here is it's going to increase by like a factor of 10, right? And so that is, again, 18 cents per hour, 24 hours per day. 30 days per month, you have $133 per month with 16 gigabytes of RAM. So this is kind of like the free version, the free tier 1. This is the one we're upgrading to. We go from 1 gigabyte of RAM to 16, 1 to 4 cores, x86 architecture. Cool. Okay, let's do that. Okay, looks like that upgraded right away. So I'm going to start it up. Okay, so once that's started, now we already have the SSH key pair, so we can log into it. Once that's started, we're going to SSH into it. But we're also going to point our domain, which is gitwit.app. Okay, gitwit.app. This one in Cloudflare here to what's all this? Oh, this is mail down here. So these ones we're going to point it to the IP address. Now I think I need to change this to actually an elastic IP address. Obviously, I'm just going to set that up later because I have not done that before. And I know this will work for now. So I'm going to copy this public IP address, go to the settings here. I'm not sure if this proxying is necessary or good. That means that it will be cached by Cloudflare. I don't think it's a terrible thing, especially because we don't know how much traffic some of these projects are going to get. So let's update the IP address for all of these. This one's probably not needed. Cool. So now that that's done, we should actually just be able to SSH right into this. And one thing I did not check is what's the username. What's the username of a Ubuntu user? It's Ubuntu. Okay, so the username of a default user on Ubuntu is Ubuntu. So what we can do is SSH Ubuntu at gitwit.app. Oops. You include the key. Not that one. This one. The key that we just created. Cool. See if this is going to work. I'm not sure. SSH Ubuntu at gitwit.app, and that's the new key. Let's try going directly to the IP that they've given us. Okay. Okay, that works. Maybe we need to set some things up. Oh no, that doesn't work. I need to do chmod 0600, and then oops, this should be the Dokku serve, the Dokku key. Okay. this one. Okay, let's run it again. Cool. Let's keep going here in instructions. So we've done this, and we are now going to do this. Nope, we're going to do this. We're going to install Dokku. Yeah. Should probably all work. Let's run them all. Domain cyclable. Okay, this one I need to change, of course. Okay, so we are installing Dokku. Hopefully this won't take too long. Okay, it's public key. Dokku, command not found. Oh, okay. So Dokku. Okay. Let's see. Where is the where's the Dokku? It should have been installed. Maybe we just have to restart the shell. Oh, that's weird. Huh. That would have run already. Yep, this is what we just did. So we ran this, and for some reason, oh, okay, right here. This version for Dokku was not found. Okay. Okay, let's check the website. Here. So it should be 35.12. Okay, so I guess this version is not supported anymore. I don't know. It's kind of strange. It's kind of strange that a version that existed before doesn't exist now. So if this works, I'll update this guide here. Say 35.12. Okay, we're getting farther. Okay, key file not found. We're going to do this step next. Yep. For this one, I'm going to change it to my domain. Okay, cool. So I just refreshed this GitWit.app, which shows that the Nginx server is already running. I'm not sure if that was pre-installed on the Ubuntu container, if Dokku set that up. I think Dokku has change some of the configuration. Cool. So let's let that run for a bit. I'm not entirely sure what it's doing. It's downloading. It's generating a prime 2048-bit long safe prime. Okay, done. Okay, great. So this says kernel's up to date. Okay, up to date. Working. Cool. Set up a user's SSH key for deployment by doing this. Let's do. Oh, okay. Okay, let's do this first. Let's just do the command step by step. Here, GitWit.app. Okay, copy this. Cool. So that should have worked and should mean that we can use the public key that we have, sorry, the private key that we have now already to deploy things to this Dokku server. And as we saw, we do have a running web server here. So we're going to be able to create projects like this. And that will open up the project that we've deployed. So what the next steps here are to basically create and run little test apps, right? Using the server to test that it's working. But I'm going to skip that straight away. And we are going to get, because we're just going to assume that the server is working for now. And we're going to connect it to my locally running version of GitWit. So let's go to, let's see if that's running here. It is running. And here there is no deploy button. And we should change the environment variables. Now there's 3, okay? Dokku host, which is GitWit.app, Dokku username, which is Ubuntu, and Dokku key, which is path to the SSH key on the file system, right? So let's do that. Backend server. Okay. Cool. So let's have a look at what that looks like. It's going to be actually let's see if GitWit.app is working. Like if we can actually SSH into it. Let's see. Can we do this? Can I do it this way? All right, this is not working. So what that means is that I should use the IP address instead. So I should use this one. right? Yeah. Okay. So the env file is going to look like this. Okay. It's going to look like this. Here. This. Here. Ubuntu key is going to be something like, I just had it here, this. Okay. And when we want to run this on deployment, all you have to do is upload this key. Oops. Do is upload this key to the production server. So I'm going to copy those and I'm going to paste them into my environment variables. And I'm actually going to use the full path. So it should look like should actually look like this, I think. Something like this instead. Okay. Let's put that in. Okay. Great. Now all I'm going to do is restart my server, which I'm running here locally with npm run dev. And yeah, I don't know. Let's go back. Refresh. Okay, and I got an error here. Says it's not good. Got this error. Failed to send command. Here, no such file or directory. Okay. That's interesting. Let's go back to the terminal. Put in the same values that we use here. Exactly the same ones. It should work. Okay. Okay. This could be it. See this? The first time you connect to an IP address through SSH, the host key has to be added to a known host lists. So if I do yes, that's kind of a deceiving error because we didn't see that issue exactly from the error that we had up, which just said that the socket didn't exist. Well, let's try it. So So this is the error that we had. Oops. Okay, the error was this. So, the socket path and then no such file directory. Let's run this again. Okay, so SSH connection established. That's a good thing. Let's go back to Chrome. Refresh. See what's going on here. Okay, we got that same error, right? Ooh. Same